Top 10 embarrassing Hollywood star moments that got them fired. Number 10, Bill Cosby. One of the most infamous examples of an actor who ruined his career is Bill Cosby, known as America's Dad. After a decades-long career in comedy, he had an equally long history of misconduct that came to light in 2014. Cosby was accused of dozens of counts of assault, leading to his conviction and imprisonment in 2018. He was released in 2021. Still, it remains unlikely that his career will ever recover. Cosby's dramatic downfall serves as a warning for any aspiring actor. Not all the glitter is gold. A few bad decisions can lead to life-altering consequences, and it's important to be mindful of the choices you make in your career. Even if you think you're invincible, you never know when it might all come crashing down. Better to be safe than sorry. This is also true of other professions, so whether you're an actor or a banker, always be aware of the potential outcomes of your decisions. And remember, don't get too caught up in fame and fortune. There may be a price to pay for living the high life. On to number 9, Lori Loughlin. Another actor whose career tanked overnight, who may still yet make a comeback, is Lori Loughlin. Lori, whose most notable role was as Aunt Becky in Full House, was convicted of conspiracy to commit fraud in 2020 and served 2 months in jail for her part in the 2019 admissions scandal. In the scandal, wealthy parents paid bribes to get their children accepted into prestigious universities. When she was first accused, she was fired from the Full House reboot Fuller House, as well as from When Calls the Heart. However, post-jail time, she did appear as her When Calls the Heart character in the show's spin-off When Hope Calls, and recently it was announced she would star in Great American Families Fall into Winter, her first starring role since the scandal. However, she has not returned to any roles of the same caliber as that of Fuller House. Though fans have been divided on the issue, Loughlin seems to be trying to make a dramatic comeback. Time will tell if Aunt Becky can rise from her ashes, or if this is one role that will remain forever shelved. Number 8, Felicity Huffman. Huffman was similarly convicted for her role in The College Scam, serving just 11 days in prison in 2019. She has struggled more than Loughlin to find roles since, as tabloid OK reports, she was set to star in an ABC pilot in 2020, though there has been no news about it since. It's safe to say her career has been nothing short of a dramatic roller coaster since the scandal. Hopefully, Huffman will be able to get back on the Hollywood track soon. In the meantime, she can take solace in the fact that at least she didn't have to serve as much time as Aunt Becky. Number 7, Jussie Smollett. Jussie made headlines in early 2019 for experiencing a hate crime in Chicago, except as it turned out, Smollett had actually staged the attack. He was then fired from his hit show Empire, which was in its 5th season. Charges were filed against him for making a false police report and wasting police resources. A 2021 trial found him guilty of 5 out of the 6 counts he'd been charged with, and he was sentenced to 150 days in county jail. He was released on bond after just 6 days and later made a return to Hollywood in B-Boy Blues, this time behind the camera. He has no acting projects lined up, though he has appeared at events like the 2022 BET Awards. The Smollett story is a dramatic example of the consequences of lying to police. While many jokes and memes made light of the situation, it's important to remember that making false reports can have serious repercussions. If you're ever tempted to tell a white lie, don't let yourself fall into the same trap as Jussie Smollett. It might be smooth sailing now, but drama could be on the horizon. No matter what you're trying to hide, whether it's a minor misdemeanor or something more serious, lying to the police is never a good idea. That's what Jussie Smollett learned the hard way. The Empire actor who was charged with staging a hate crime in 2019 that made headlines around the world and resulted in dramatic consequences. His career has yet to fully recover from the incident. On to number 6, Hartley Sawyer. Hartley was similarly fired from The Flash in 2020 after his old, racist, misogynistic, and hateful tweets surfaced on social media. More than one tweet referred to assaulting women. Sawyer apologized on Instagram. My words, irrelevant of being meant with an attentive humor, were hurtful and unacceptable. I am ashamed I was capable of these really horrible attempts to get attention at that time. I regret them deeply. This was not acceptable behavior. These were words I threw out at the time with no thought or recognition of the harm my words could do, and now have done today. However, the damage was done and he has no upcoming projects. Some may say that his career is in the gutter for good. but one dramatic tweet has sparked hope among fans of Sawyer. "My comeback begins now." Let's just call it a comeback dab. If nothing else, Sawyer is sure to bring a bit of drama back to Hollywood. He could be the next great star to rise from the ashes. Only time will tell. So don't count out Hartley yet. It's too early to make any predictions, but we'll have to wait and see what this comeback dab leads to. On to number 5, Roseanne Barr. Roseanne was also fired from the Roseanne reboot after making an offensive comment about Barack Obama's advisor Valerie Jarrett, which ABC's Entertainment President Channing Dungey called abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values. The show was canceled and then came back as The Connors, with Roseanne's character killed off. Barr's career never recovered, though this month it was announced that she would appear in a new comedy special on Fox Nation next year. It was a dramatic fall from grace that many say overshadowed the comedic genius of her early years, but if nothing else, it proves that words can have consequences and no one should take them lightly. Then again, Barr probably never expected to get burned by her own words quite so dramatically. It's almost poetic justice, or as Roseanne herself might say, sometimes life is stranger and funnier than fiction. Either way, it's an important reminder to always be mindful of the power of our words. Number 4, Michael Richards. Another actor to go on a extreme tirade that ruined his career. Michael Richards. After becoming a household name playing Kramer on Seinfeld, he re-entered a successful career in stand-up comedy. But in 2006, at one of his shows, he went on a racist rant against audience members who were heckling him. The video made the rounds online, and Richards stepped away from performing. He did apologize, but even his apology was mocked for being insincere. He later briefly appeared on Curb Your Enthusiasm with the rest of the Seinfeld cast, as well as in some other small roles. He then had a larger role in the one-season canceled 2013 sitcom Kirstie, but it did not succeed in relaunching his career. Since then, he has appeared in only one small film. In the end, Michael Richards' dramatic rant was a career ender. He is now mostly known for that one moment in time and little else. What could have been a successful comeback story turned out to be just another tragic Hollywood tale of what not to do. It's safe to say he won't be winning any Oscars anytime soon, but it certainly makes for good drama. That's one way of looking at it. Number 3, Jason Mitchell. Jason rose to prominence over the 2010s in films like Straight Outta Compton, Keanu, and Kong Skull Island. He was set to star in the Netflix movie Desperados, but was fired after allegations of misconduct, including, according to The Hollywood Reporter, making highly inappropriate remarks to 2 female co-stars while lingering close to their quarters. He was then fired from the 3rd season of Lena Waithe's series The Chi, also due to claims of misconduct on set, and dropped by his agency. Mitchell was accused by showrunner Ayanna Floyd Davis and co-star Tiffany Boone, though they were not the only ones to make complaints about his behavior. Mitchell's career stagnated, and then in 2020 he was arrested after being found with firearms and substances. However, in 2021 he appeared in one small film, and it was announced that he would executive produce and star in 2 new projects. So time will tell if he's able to make a comeback. It's certainly been a dramatic few years for Mitchell, and his story could be seen as an example of the power of Hollywood to both make and break careers. You can't help but wonder what's next for him. Only time will tell. This casts a light on the sometimes unforgiving nature of show business, and it remains to be seen whether Jason will be able to overcome this latest hurdle in his career. On to number 2, Kevin Spacey. Kevin is another example of someone who ruined their career through assault. He starred in the Emmy Award-winning role of Frank Underwood in House of Cards, but Spacey's career quickly derailed after Anthony Rapp made assault allegations against him. Soon, other people came forward and alleged inappropriate behavior, harassment, and assault, and Spacey was promptly fired from the Netflix series. Netflix also scrapped his planned film Gore, and in an unprecedented move, Christopher Plummer was recast in his role in the already complete All the Money in the World. Reshoots took 9 days, and Plummer was nominated for an Oscar for the role. More recently, Spacey was ordered to pay $31 million to the production company for House of Cards because he was also accused of misconduct behind the scenes. And finally, number 1, Danny Masterson. Netflix fired Danny Masterson from The Ranch, on which he also served as an executive producer, after reports surfaced in late 2017 alleging that 4 women had accused him of assault during the early 2000s. As a result of ongoing discussions, Netflix and the producers have written Danny Masterson out of The Ranch. The streaming service said in a December 2017 statement. Yesterday was his last day on the show, and production will resume in early 2018 without him. In 2018, 2018, Danny was arrested and charged with misconduct. His case ended in a mistrial in 2022, and he's maintained his innocence. That is all for today. Let me know what you think about this juicy list of people who got fired. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorite celebrities. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.